Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. And I'm back with another Throwback Tunes on another Thursday, and I am reviewing MC Lyte's debut album, Lyte, as in L-Y-T-E, like a name, Lyte As A Rock. So this joint came out September 13, 1988, and it was recorded from 1987 to 1988. So I was like, I'm not even sure if I was going to school yet. So this joint was recorded under First Priority Music and Atlantis Records, and the producers involved was Alliance Audio 2, King of Chill, and Prince Paul. And yeah, that's it. Now, in 1998, 10 years later, the album was listed in the Source 100 Best Rap Albums. So that's interesting. The album is broken down track to track by MC Lyte in Brian Coleman's book, Check the Technique. And it did make it on the charts. It was on the US Top R&B/Hip-Hop Albums charts, peaking at number 50. So there you go with that. Unfortunately, it did not get any certifications or anything like that. So let's move on with the tracks. So there are 10 tracks, and one of them is basically a skit for the most part. So basically, there are 9 actual songs on this album. So whether it is 9 or 10, I'm gonna still give you guys a top 3 and not a top 5 albums. So let's get on with the tracks rather. So the first track is called Lyte, again L-Y-T-E, and expect to see that word in a number of these titles here. Lyte versus Vanna Wright, and in fact, Wright as in W-A-Y, not W-A, W-H-Y-T-E. So Lyte versus Vanna Wright, like as in, you know, that one chick from Wheel of Fortune, Vanna Wright, I guess, I don't know. But moving on. Track number 2 is called Lyte, again As A Rock. So basically, the album title is also a song, and that is the second track off this album and the first song off this album. Track number 3 is called I Am Woman, followed by MC Lyte Likes Swinging. So again, L-Y-T-E, but L-I-K-E-S, and then swinging, there's no G, there's a apostrophe at the end of swinging. Track number 5 is called 10% Dis. So we're talking actual, the number 10 number, then the percent sign, and then Dis, D-I-S. Followed by her only, apparently, her only single off of this album, Paper Thin. And moving on from that, we're going to move on to track number 7, which is called Lyte, D-E-M-C-T-H-E-E. Next up is I Cram to Understand You, the letter U, and then in parentheses, Sam. And then track number 9 is called Kickin' without the G, but with the apostrophe at the end. Kickin' for the number 4. Kickin' for Brooklyn. And then the last track off this album is called Don't Cry, Big Girls. So there you go with that. So a little info on the single Paper Thin. It was 35th on the Hot R&B/Hip-Hop Songs charts, but it was number 1 on the Hot Rap Songs chart. So there you go with that. Now I'm gonna give you guys my favorite tracks off this album for verse to verse. Now Lyte versus Vanna Wright, even though it was a skit, but the beat was cool. Now I Am Woman, now this is the worst track off this album, and no, it's not because of the title or what the lyrics, you know, displays based on the title. No, it's nothing like that, so don't start with me. It's just the beat was straight, and you know, that was it. You know, the beat was just straight, and that was it. It, like, obviously if it was a better beat and, you know, she was talking about, you know, the subject matter, obviously it'd be better, but the beat was just straight. Next up is 10% Dis. The beat was straight. It was too slow for my liking. If it was faster, obviously this would be better. Next up is Kicking for Brooklyn. The beat was cool. Again, it would have been better with a faster tempo, but it has a unique sounding bass. Next up is I Cram to Understand You, Sam. The beat was cool there. And then we got Don't Cry Big Girls. The beat was cool, and I like the snare. And then we got Paper Thin. I like the drums in that one, and overall the beat was cool. Alright, so let me give you guys my top 3. And ironically enough, all 3 of these tracks involve the word light. So the third best track off this album is Lyte As A Rock. So this is, it's obviously you got, it's this really old school late 80s style, and you know, it's still cool. So it's still cool, I like it. So it's the third best track off this album. Next up is Lyte DMC. The beat is really dope here. I really like the bass and the drums on this track. So that's why the second best song off this track. And then of course the best song off this album, in my opinion, is MC Lyte Likes Swinging. And this beat is really dope. I really like the sample that was used in the intro. And it somewhat got this NWA style type of beat here, but it would have been better if they didn't, like there was like a bunch of cymbals that was, you know, used in this beat. If they would have toned that down a bit, it would have been really good. It would have been higher than just really dope. But nevertheless, MC Lyte Like Swing It is the best track off this album. So I'm gonna give you guys some professional ratings for this album. All Music gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. The Philadelphia Inquirer gave it a 4 out of 4 stars. The Rolling Stone Album Guide gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And the Village Voice gave it a B. So what do I think about this album? Well, like really all of the beats here, they have that late 80s type of flavor in terms of the beat. So I'm not hating on it because there's some, like, you know, there's some that have that style and it's done correctly, or this like still sound dope. But this is like in between. So I'm gonna give this one a 3.75 out of 5 stars. I thought the lyricism was pretty good. I'm not calling it the best or up there, but it was still pretty good nevertheless. I recommend you download it and you listen to it to see for yourself whether you want to keep it or not. So download it, listen to the album yourself and see if you want to keep it or not. And I'm giving it a 3.75 out of 5 stars. So with that said, y'all know who this is. This is your boy, the new Jay Gatsby, aka New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.